Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, lovely people. Welcome to the channel. And you're watching the channel Gray Cloudy Day, and I am known as Gray Cloud, Sage of the Eternal Moment. That moment right there. That moment right there. The moment that I am making this video. And then when you're watching this video, you'll be in a moment. And that'll be your eternal moment. It's how we stay in the now. We stay in the moment. We live in a finite body, but we live within the construct of infinity. Okay. I'm not trying to sound like I'm smart about something. We're going to do a Jesus calling video like we normally do. I notice we're coming up almost on a year since I started it. It looks like I must have started back in May of last year. I just went through and did an update on the playlist. I've got all the way up to yesterday's video. When I get done recording this video and uploading it, I'm going to add it to the playlist, and then I'll share the playlist to the community page, and I'll share it over on the Gab, and I'll share it on X. For anybody that wants to find the Jesus Calling videos a lot easier. And I just got to remember, when I make the videos, I have the option to add it to the playlist right then when I'm uploading. And if I get in that habit, it'll be a lot easier. I'm going to try to go through and do some playlist arranging for all the live streams and stuff. I need to add a bunch of stuff to that. Okay, let's get into this. April 12th. Let's see. Should I read you? Let's see. Trust in me is a moment-by-moment choice. My people have not always understood this truth. After I performed miracles in the wilderness, my chosen children trusted me intensely, but only temporarily. Soon, the grumbling began again, testing my patience to the utmost. And let's see what the first reference scripture is. It's from Exodus chapter 15, 22 through 25. Then Moses led the people of Israel away from the Red Sea, and they moved out into the Shur desert. They traveled in this desert for 3 days without water. When they came to Marah, they finally found water, but the people couldn't drink it because it was bitter. That is why the place was called Marah, which means bitter. Then the people turned against Moses. What are we going to drink? They demanded. So Moses cried out to the Lord for help, and the Lord showed him a branch. Moses took the branch and threw it into the water. This made the water good to drink. That reminded me of something I was watching yesterday about sage, and it was a Native American talking about how his people used to put their sage in their bathing water. And then, of course, they used it in ceremonies, too. And he was talking about the sweat lodges and stuff. But he said they would use it to in their bathing water for fragrance. They would use it some in their drinking water. It was known to help keep certain things down, digestive-wise, and little bugs and stuff, viruses and things. And they said they would use it, make a tea out of it, and drink a lot of it real strong when they were doing their sweat lodges. I don't know. I just thought about that because the way he says he found a branch, or God gives him a branch of some tree or some plant, and he throws it in the water, and then it's apparently all right. Anyway, let's go on with the next paragraph here. Isn't it often the same way with you? You trust me when things go well, when you see me working on your behalf. This type of trust flows readily within you, requiring no exertion of your will. When things go wrong, your trust flow slows down and solidifies. You're forced to choose between trusting me intentionally or rebelling, resenting my ways with you. This choice constitutes a fork in the road. Stay on the path of life with me, enjoying my presence. Choose to trust me in all circumstances. And then the last there's only 2 references here today. And the next one is Psalm 31, verse 14. I might go ahead and read down a little bit, but I am trusting you, O Lord, saying, you are my God. That is verse 14. Then it goes on, my future is in your hands. Rescue me from those who hunt me down relentlessly. Let your favor shine on your servant in your unfailing love. Save me. Don't let me be disgraced, O Lord, for I call out to you for help. Let the wicked be disgraced. Let them lie silent in the grave. May their lying lips be silenced, those proud and arrogant lips that accuse the godly. And I know it only gives us number 14 as the reference, but I went ahead and just read on down to the rest, to the end of the full thing. Kind of gives us a better context. But I think we've had a good reading here. I think the key reminder is just to trust. And yes, it is true. When things are going wrong and haywire, I tend to have probably a lack of trust sometimes. I think I try. Those are the moments and those are the days that Gray Cloud is trying to take back the control himself instead of stepping back out of the way and saying, you're the one that's the driver, you're the pilot, keep on just steering me wherever you need me to go. Now, that being said, I have been doing a lot more of that, though, in my daily life in the past few weeks. Y'all have seen a lot better, chipper attitude. I'm producing a lot more content. I'm really getting into doing what I'm doing. Yesterday, I wrote a little bit on Hero and Dog. I did a little bit of a drawing. Like I drew something trying to... I used a picture from the Godfo Universe Apollon 20XX graphic novel, the volume 1. There's a picture of a burning cross there with like this, like a hooded figure. But, it's a pretty dramatic scene. So I tried to recreate that particular drawing. I'm not an artist by any means. I don't claim to be a visual artist. But I am enjoying doing what I do when I do mess around with the ability and seeing how well I can do it. But I'm going to try to get some more writing in today, and then we'll probably do a live stream sometime today, hopefully. I don't know if we're going to get to watch that video or not today that I was talking about that we might watch at some point with Mr. Self-Destruct. I think he's wanting to try to let his yard person come and get the yard mowed before he commits to doing a stream with me. He wants that out of the way because he's got to move stuff around in his yard. He don't want to be in the middle of a stream, then the guy show up, and then he has to end it. Or he has to go. Because we have plans. We want to... there's a nice, like about a 45-minute video I had him save into his computer. And at some point, we're going to watch a video. It's like kind of like conspiracy-oriented. It's a lady that is showing some documents that are over 20-something years old, that are from NASA, from the Pentagon, from the military-industrial complex, talking about everything that we see happening nowadays to us as a society. Yeah. Like sound wave weapons and mind control stuff and just a lot of that stuff and things they've been experimenting on with the general public for years without our knowledge. But anyway, we're going to try to get down a day that me and he's going to come onto the show, and we're going to try to schedule it and watch that video. Kind of stop it here and there and talk about the different things that it's talking about. And hopefully some people will show up and be in the chat and discussing some of this stuff too. It'll be interesting. It'll be one of my first times doing something official with a topic and trying to learn how to do that kind of stuff. Anyway, until next time, Mr. Gray Cloud, Sage of the Eternal Moment, over and out. And you know how I say it? Ditto equals I love you guys.